Now, for the very first time, Ubisoft released some gameplay demo for Assassin's Creed Shadows. In every gameplay that we have seen so far that Ubisoft has launched, I think this is by far the most polished and the best looking versions of Assassin's Creed Shadows that I've ever seen so far. I honestly don't think there is any gameplay out there that they've showed previously that looked as good as what this gameplay looks like at this point. Now, I'm starting to think that maybe the delay for this game to February launch is actually going to be worth it, because it seems like they have clearly put in a lot of work with the new Assassin's Creed Shadows gameplay. Now, let's take a look at the gameplay. Honestly, it looks so freaking gorgeous, man. To kind of just, just mark your enemies as you just keep walking, instead of like using the actual eagle vision or other scanning visions or anything like that. You kind of just walk and you look at the enemies, and that's how you kind of just mark it on your radar, I guess. That actually looks pretty cool. So you have like different levels for your enemies as well. If you take a look at this, there are different levels, honestly. These are like level 28 enemies. And then there's like one heavily armored enemies. I don't think that now is, powerful enough in order to take out this enemy in particular. And then you have like different points of interest. I think these are like, they're probably like a chest item or something. So there are so many different items. So I think it's like a overall revolt of the entire system. Rather than using the eagle vision, now we have like something really, really crazy to use on. And then you also have this thing that just pops up at the end. Look at this. You can either assassinate or you can even grab them. You can even grab your enemies. That's cool. Now, speaking of eagle vision, we also have another footage which shows us how eagle vision is going to be working in this game. So it's not like you can mark your enemies using the eagle vision. You literally have to be there physically looking at your enemies, and that's the only way how you're going to be marking them. So that's actually pretty cool. And here goes another footage where it seems like you're in one of those bamboo houses. Oh, look at that. You can actually like listen. I think it's like the footstep noise that your character makes. As now it just, keeps moving, you can actually see those waves just popping out. Probably indicates as to how much noise you're making. And you also have these options where you can like sabotage these lights, which will just make everything dark. Wow, that looks so polished, man. Like, I'm not even kidding. That genuinely looks so freaking polished. Look at that. Like, every single thing in the wooden stuff, I don't know. I don't know if it's running on the PC version. I think it's on Xbox or PC. Could be PC. You never know. Because all the textures, it looks so freaking sharp. And the ray tracing also is effective here. We also have another footage where you can see Naowei going completely prone. And she assassinates the character. Oh my goodness. That's so cool. This is by far one of the best things that, Ubisoft could have added into the game so far. And let's just play this back real nice and slow. Look at that. Oh, wait. I think I just sped it up. Let me just play this nice and slow. Take a look at all the details. Ooh. So she's just going to cut off. Okay, she's cutting off the knees. And boom, there we go. That's an assassination. That's crazy, bro. That actually looks pretty cool. And the textures and everything, it actually looks so good. Like, I think it's worth a while that they've put in this extra time in order to make everything look so good. The game is definitely polished at this point, and I can definitely see that. We have some more stealth gameplay here where Naowei's playing from the roof. Oh. So we got like these gas bombs, like the smoke screens. All right. So she just does that and runs away. Hold on, let me just slow this down a bit so that we can take a look at all the details. So first one over here. Notice that we actually have different outfits. Like, the customization in this game is insane. Every single item on Naowei is actually customizable, and I really like the fact that all of these things are just hanging around, hanging out of your character, and it just keeps moving with the physics of the character's movements, and that actually it looks so good. Honestly, I love it. I really, really love it. These charms and all that stuff. Look at the graphics, yo. Oh, parkour. Definitely, the graphics are A grade. Like the reflection, as you can see, there is like water puddles in here, and then you can also see reflection of all the trees and everything from those water puddles. And you also have like the green grass, and every single thing is textured so well. Man, I am so excited. I've never seen a footage that is so good so far from Assassin's Creed. This actually looks pretty cool. I'm not even kidding. It actually looks so freaking cool. Ubisoft has done a good job. We've got another footage where now is kind of just grabbing mechanism, I think. What is this? Oh, wow. You can like grab people and knock them out. Wow, that's awesome. That's actually awesome. Hold on, let's just watch that in like super slow mode. That's actually pretty awesome, man. Like the way like she just grabs them. And it's also rainy weather. Look at this. It's also rainy weather, which means that you're not going to be hearing all of those. You're not going to be seeing all of those wavy footsteps right now. And that's because there are some environmental sounds around. So your character is not going to be making much noises in the environmental commotions. Wow. This feature is actually pretty cool. I wonder if you can do the same with like heavy armored guys, because there was an option in the beginning where you could like, you know, grab your enemy, but I don't think it's going to work out until nowadays like somewhere like a really high level, and she has like enough good equipments or armor sets in order to be able to take out the higher level armors. But yeah, but these guys, the normal guards, I think we'll be able to do with this one. Now we've also got an assassination footage here, and here, as you can see, now is in a completely different robes as well, and everything is customizable. And in the previous footage that we've seen, she was having some sort of a ball, like some sort of a throwable. I think that was like the smoke grenade, and now she has something that looks like a scroll. I don't know what the scroll could eventually do, but seems like all of these things does have meaningful representation. Oh, damn. Hold on. So does this mean like you can't really...
I saw you coming.
Ah, there we go. So the high level characters, they're going to be hard to take down. Hold on. Let's just play this back in a real nice and slow mode right here. You can actually see the weather system, right? All the leaves flying around and everything. It looks so cool. Like the attention to details is very nice. And here you get like an option where you can assassinate or grab. That's exactly what I'm wondering. Like, what does the grab do when your enemy is like super armored, like this guy over here? Level 23, and you have like, you know, the armor thing, I believe. And she can only take down this dude with 2 HPs minused. So the rest is going to be in there. So I think if you're playing as Yasuke, it most probably is going to be able to kill these guys. But since you're playing as Naoe, she's not really as powerful as Yasuke in terms of like combat, but then she's good at stealth. Really good at stealth. And I really love the fact that, you know, your cloth is like wet soaked. Hold on, let me see if the cloth is actually clipping or not. Look at that. The cloth physics is actually reworked, man. Oh my goodness. This is one thing I really wanted to see. Like, your cloth is not clipping. As she's walking, I can't really see her foot coming out of the cloth. And rather, the cloth is actually moving. That's pretty cool. They reworked on the clothes, and that's really nice. Really, really nice. Okay, she's hitting him. He blocks it. Okay, there are some physical animation that happens when he's blocking. Pretty cool. And then here, I think this is another outfit, or what is it? The same outfit? I think it's the same outfit. It actually looks pretty cool, man. Damn. But there are so many different customizable options. And this is like some sort of a higher level lord or something. Oh my goodness. He says, I saw you coming. That's cool. So I don't know how he saw us coming. Like, is it like possible? Like, these guys get to know? Is it because of our footsteps or something? Oh man, look at the environment. Look at everything. It looks so cool. The hair works. Even her hair moves. Oh my goodness. As she keeps jumping, just watch her hair. It moves according to the physics of the character's movements. Look at the hair. Watch it closely. Look at how many spins the hair actually takes in. Damn, dude. That's some crazy details Ubisoft has added in. Crazy details, man. I really want to play this game right now. And I think this is like the final footage that we have, which is of Yasuke, and this is apparently Yasuke's stealth system, where he uses some sort of a bow. Oh. Damn, that's a nasty little bow right there. Nasty little one. And as you can see, Yasuke has a couple of customization going around here as well. In his outfit, he has some sort of a red robe that's around. And I think that's probably when he starts helping the assassins. That's when he gets these robes and customization options. And he also has like different weapon over here. What is that? The huge thing that he's just carrying around. Is it like a arrow holder or something? Because it looks huge. And it's going to be physically present in his body, right? Looks pretty cool. And then there are like level 30 guys. And notice how Yasuke can do stealth even on higher level characters pretty easily. Like one shot take. And by the way, the game also allows you to like turn off option in the game where you can simply just single shot assassinate any of your enemies. So even if you're playing as Naoe, she's not going to get assassination cancelled. So that's an option in the game if at all you don't want stuff like that. But I think particularly in this game, I think it's just designed to be more realistic. So the best way to play it is probably with this thing turned on. Like this is the first Assassin's Creed game that I'm personally feeling that turning this on is actually going to be like a good feature. And it looks pretty cool. Looks pretty darn cool. Damn. It's a solid game nonetheless. Ubisoft has also given us like a full-on details about this whole game, and let me just go ahead and take a look at the details here. The first footage that they've shared, Assassin's Creed Shadows stealth gameplay overview, and here they state, you know, previously, just a couple days ago, Ubisoft made this announcement where they said that they're going to be showing off all the different types of gameplays and stuff. And they're also going to be giving us more details about stealth, combat, parkour, and exploration until the launch of the game. And that's probably how they're going to go in with the promotions of this game. And that's how they want to handle it. Because first off, we got the stealth, which we just took a look at. And apparently, they're going to be showing us more of combat coming soon. And then we're going to have more parkour as well as exploration. So by the time we reach February, I think it's going to happen monthly, because right now we're in November. We got the stealth, and then December we're going to get combat, and then January we get the parkour, and February, right before the release of the game, we're going to get exploration. This is like a whole new way of marketing that Ubisoft has chosen in December 21st, or maybe before that, we never know, because the game is coming out in February, way before February 21st. So I'm curious to see, man, how the combat system in parkour works, because a lot of people, they've been, you know, judging parkour based on what they've seen so far, because the only thing that we've seen so far is the front flip and the black flip that really looks shady, and a lot of people have been mentioning that, you know, it's not really what we think it is. It's kind of, you know, a gimmick that Ubisoft is currently trying, and maybe it's not exactly the way people expect it. So that would be interesting if Ubisoft could like give us like a full-on detailed explanation as to how parkour is going to be working. But yeah, as of now, it seems like we've actually gotten a couple more details. And the first one we got here is the Observer. And it seems like both Naoe and Yasuke will access the new Observer mechanism, which delivers a fast and easy way to toggle additional information on the screen. Observer allows you to identify targets, tag and monitor enemies, and highlight lootable stashes, collectibles, and quest objectives. While on a sync point, it also allows for close examination of nearby locations. Now, the new Observer mechanic is at the core of Assassin's Creed Shadows experience, says Simon. When in doubt, take a pause, observe the world around you, and only then should you decide what your next move is supposed to be. Now, this is how the Observer basically looks like. You see, like, as Naoe just keeps moving, she observes things. And she also gets to know what's happening inside the castle here. She just needs to observe, and she's going to get all of those details. That's basically what Observer is. And then we got like the new Eagle Vision, where Ubisoft says that Naowei has access to the classic Assassin's Creed Eagle Vision, which allows her to highlight the position of enemies hidden behind the walls and also other objects, and isolates any relevant sounds that they make. Eagle Vision is also more dedicated stealth system mechanics, encouraging Naowei to slow down and take a moment to better visualize their enemies as well as relevant gameplay objects, including hiding spots. Now, both Observe and Eagle Visions work independently, revealing different sets of information, but Naowei can combine both concurrently to reveal, observe, and tag enemies through wall, a very useful habit to have if you don't want to blunder into a room full of samurais waiting. So apparently, everything that Ubisoft has spoken about here is just about Naowei. I don't know why it's just about Naowei having this ability. Does this mean that Yasuke is not going to have this ability? Is it only exclusive to Naowei? That's the one question that kind of just, worries me. Because if that's the case, nobody wants to be playing as Yasuke anymore, right? That will be the end result. No one wants to play as Yasuke because already people have been complaining. And I probably think that, Insider Gaming have previously reported that they're kind of, nerfing Yasuke, and this could be it. They might have finally chosen to nerf Yasuke, and this could be, in terms of how the gameplay works, give more importance to Naowei here, where Naowei is fast, sprinting while you're attempting to be stealthy in a highly populated environment can be risky. Now, the sounds of footsteps will alert guards who will spot you almost instantaneously. Now, in general, standing up increases your visibility, so this is where crouching comes to play. Naowei can now move quite slowly while in crouch, with the sound of her footsteps considerably reduced. Now, crouching is also particularly effective indoors, minimizing the sounds of nightingale floors, specifically designed floors that creak whenever some footsteps on them, for example, or reducing the chances of bumping into noisy objects. Oh, this is what I meant, right? Like in the footage, you can actually see as Naowei keeps walking in, there's like some sort of a wave that just forms around in her legs. And I think this only is effective in like wooden places or places where you're eventually going to be making noise. This is a wooden floor, which means that it's going to creak as someone just keeps walking. Probably why we have like this wave that just keeps forming around.
Our forces will join up there.
And it seems like you can also hear your enemy's footsteps, which is pretty cool, man. It's really, really darn cool. Very, very good details that they've just added in. Now, growing prone. Here, both Naowei and Yasuke are the first protagonists to be able to go prone in the series. Going prone reduces your visibility to enemy even further, whether on the ground or on roof, as well as in underwater. For Naowei, going prone comes with its own set of movements. By pressing the dodge button when in prone, you can actually roll to the side, front, or back. A useful maneuver to quickly employ when a guard approaches. Keep an eye under buildings too, because you might find some openings there you can crawl under. All right, so one of the footage that we actually saw is that Naowei is crawling, and she's actually assassinating at the same time. That's a pretty cool feature. Honestly, I love it. I love it. It's like the first time Ubisoft is implementing something like this. And now when it comes to the arsenals, Ubisoft says that we have a couple of things like Smoke Bomb, which is a classic assassin tool, which creates a smoke cloud and allowing players to escape or assassinate low-rank enemies without being seen. So Shinobi builds a perfect tool to distract enemies by throwing a bell. You can lure guards away and their posts, or create an opportunity to sneak past them. And then you have kunai, which you obviously know what it does. And then we have shurikens. All right, what does shuriken do? Shurikens are sharp, star-shaped throwing weapons that can monumentally stun enemies. Okay, it's a stun weapon. All right, useful. All right. So shuriken is a stun weapon, and then kunai is like a weapon that you can kill with like one headshot. Now there's new ways to hide and kill. Double assassination is going to be there. Grabbing enemies is going to be there. And enemy tactics, while you have plenty of ways to hide and eliminate your targets, enemies will respond in a way that will make your life more difficult when you make mistakes. Servants, for example, are new types of non-lethal enemies which will alert guards upon seeing you, while they can't fight themselves, but their ability to call for reinforcement and raise alarms makes them just as threatening as an enemy who can. Now, servants have their own patrol routes, so it's important to keep tabs on them when using Eagle Vision. They will stand out by appearing in an orange, they're going to be appearing as an orange enemy when you're using the Eagle Vision. When infiltrating heavy guarded positions such as castles or fortresses, different districts each exist as their own individual areas. Now, this means that should you get caught in one pocket, you will still recover, re-engage, and keep your stealth run going without having an entire location bearing down on you. Okay, so even if you're caught, you can still go on with the stealth system because, it's not like the entire place is going to know that Nawe or Yasuke is inside this compound, so you can still keep it going. That's a cool thing. That's a more realistic approach of seeing how stealth system works in this game. And suspicion and investigation seems like if you get detected and are able to disappear again, enemies will search for you in a pair, one watcher and one seeker, and remain more suspicious going forward. That means that tactics such as whistling to lure them in will only increase their suspicion and thus their ability to spot you. Now, this can have an impact on your ability to assassinate from a hiding spot. Suspicious guards will be more likely to get in a way. Okay, so it seems like once you're caught, or like once the guards are already suspicious, and if you try to, lure them in by whistling or throwing stuff, or, just simply baiting these guards, they basically know that it's you because they already know that someone's inside the compound and they need to be careful. The AI systems are way more natural this time and they're way more focused in their objective. Now, it also says that the unique enemy behavior focus on the samurai. Certain enemy archetypes will present unique challenges in your arsenal. For example, samurai cannot be assassinated. Oh, samurais can be assassinated when caught in smoke bomb. As you see in our clip above, instead, they will quickly evade the smoke area. So as soon as she throws the smoke bomb, watch what happens. Oh my god. So the samurais, they just run out of the smoke screen. Woo. That's something new. So it seems like they are more aware of what's actually happening around them. That's cool, man. That's really, really cool. Samurais are fearsome enemies and cannot be taken lightly, says Simon. Once alerted, they are hard to trick or lure, as they assume that any tricks you use are just a trick to lure them. So this will force you to adapt and think harder about how to get them to drop on them. But every challenge brings new opportunities. A smoke bomb can become an effective tool to dispense samurai if you are looking for a quick escape. What we can basically do if samurais are already alerted. Because in this footage, as you can see, Nawe throws the smoke bomb in this location, right? So as soon as she throws it here, these samurais run out of this smoke screen area. So for example, if you want to lure them, so this means that the samurais are actually expecting you to be inside the smoke screen. So what you can do as players is that you can lure them out of their own thinking abilities. So you can just throw a smoke bomb here and they're just going to run out of this place and you can jump on them and assassinate them or something like that. So you need to think a lot more harder than the AI. So because right now they're just more capable and they know what kind of trickery you have upon your sleeves. And that's really cool, man. Now we also have assassination denied, and I already know about this. It seems like it's going to be an option which you can toggle on and off. So in this footage here, Nawe is trying to assassinate. But then, as you can see, we get like 2 red bars, which means that she's not going to be able to assassinate, and then 1 white bar, which means that she's partially going to make some sort of damage, but he's still going to be alive. And then on the next footage, we have like a really high-level samurai who's not going to be able to assassinate, right?
I saw you.
He's going to completely deny it. So this is basically what they mean. Now, finally, playing as Yasuke, we finally get one feature that is mentioned about Yasuke. Well, Yasuke is very much built for direct and close quarter combat. Now, he will have stealth when equipped with a bow. So apparently the stealth hole, the entire stealth system is designed basically for Naoe, not for Yasuke. I think that's one of the reasons as to why they're focusing all of these details only on Naoe, and we don't have much on Yasuke. But yeah, it seems like some stealth systems are still available, like using the bow. And as you can see, Yasuke can also slip behind foes and deliver a devastating assassination with his melee weapon, blending stealth with more direct combat approach. Okay, so he doesn't have any sort of stealth system like Naoe does. So basically, the whole thing is all about Naoe, and it seems like if you want to have an assassin experience, if you want to play this game and feel like a proper assassin, Naoe is the only way to go, and that's the only way we have as of now, I guess. So let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about the latest gameplay that Ubisoft has shown off, and they're going to show more as we move further with the new marketing tactics that Ubisoft has chosen. And I'm really curious, man. As far as what I've seen, it seems like the gameplay is pretty cool. It looks pretty good, and it makes me more excited than ever, because previously I kind of felt like Ubisoft might screw this whole game up, but right now this game, it actually looks very polished. It looks very good. I don't know about the controversy, keeping those things aside, but still the gameplay looks good, right? Whatever the mechanics and the graphics and visual effective qualities, everything looks good. So let me know down below in the comments, what are your thoughts, your opinions about whatever Ubisoft has shown so far. Leave your feedbacks in the comments. Are you guys excited for Assassin's Creed Shadows, or do you think you're still not ready for this game and maybe you're just going to wait for the reviews to come out? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. It would be a very, very interesting conversation to go ahead and have in the comments. Now, with that being said, if you guys are going and enjoy this video, please drop a like. It really goes a long way, helps the channel a lot more than you guys think. And subscribe if you guys want to stay tuned with all the latest and the greatest information, news, updates, and everything about upcoming games right here on the channel. Now, with that being said, hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next video every single day. Until then, take it easy, fams, and goodbye.